Ooh. You hate this song, don't you?
It's not my Scooby-Doo intro,
Right.
that's for sure. Is this a famous band? What's their name?
Simple Plan.
Simple Plan. I knew it was somebody with a little notoriety.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo, Scooby. We're gonna solve that mystery. Not for you.
I'm a Where Are You guy,
Wow.
and I'm old enough for a pup named Scooby-Doo. You familiar with that one?
I'm not.
Why don't you give a little goog to that intro song?
Let's
You might
do
like it. It's pretty soulful. I think you're going to dig this one. To all the listeners out there, did you like A Pup Named Scooby-Doo as much as I did?
Let us know what intro you prefer.
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
What?
Scooby, a pup named Scooby-Doo.
I guess it's generational. Yeah, they're like children.
Yeah, it's a pup named Scooby-Doo.
Okay, so yeah, it's like them growing up.
Yeah.
Well, wherever you are at, we welcome you back to the only pro wrestling podcast that doesn't talk about pro wrestling.
What do we talk about?
No?
I thought mine was good. I don't know if you did do the whole thing like that.
What the hell did you just say? Do you speak any English?
Headlocks and hangovers. My time, online, red wine. You should streamline this gold mine of my main slime when we combine and say our tagline. Welcome to Look
At
this.
Oh, would you look at this? Look at this!
Well, look at this.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this.
Look at this, y'all.
I'm Ro here with my co-host.
He sure is.
The Scooby to my Scrappy, the Wacky to my Tabacky, the Mr. Married to my sister. It's Drew.
What it do?
Alrighty then.
What it Scooby do?
Well, welcome back, man. I thought a fun thing to let's just get right on into this. A couple weeks ago, by the time you're listening to this, Netflix, there's a rumor going around that Netflix is thinking about making a live-action Scooby-Doo series.
I heard they got an animated Scarface series coming too. No, that part's fake. It's a pup named Scarface, though. He's just I bury those cockroaches.
Fly, pelican, fly.
It's a niño named Scarface.
Yes, Drew, there is a rumor going around that Netflix is interested in doing a Scooby-Doo live-action remake, reboot, whatever you want to call it, series coming to Netflix.
Scooby-Doo, Scooby. And you say it's going to be live action, and you're saying a series?
A series, yes.
So at least one season's worth
At least one
of
season. That could change to just a movie. Who knows? So that's why, Drew, I thought it would be a perfect excuse to bring back one of our favorites and one of the original podcast segments. Let's do a little bit of Castaway, why don't we?
Yeah! Look what I have created! I have made fire!
Where for those of you that don't know, Castaway is very simple. We're just going to take a certain property, whether that be a television show, a movie, and a video game. I don't know. Can we cast away a video game? I guess if we're making it a series or a movie, we could cast it, right?
Sure.
Simple enough, though. We are just going to cast it. Usually with wrestlers, like kind of tying it in a little bit to wrestling around here. But since the fact that this is a brand new story being leaked, we thought it would be fun to actually cast it as well. So with real actors playing the actual roles, not just wrestlers, Drew. So why don't you say let's actually cast it first, and then we can play off of it and do what we think the wrestling version of Scooby-Doo would be. So Drew, why don't you go first and hit me with your cast list for Scooby-Dooby-Doo, the Netflix original.
Dong dong. All right, buddy boy. As everyone at home is probably aware, casting a Scooby-Doo movie would require, some backup characters and stuff, but we're going to just focus on, I guess you'd call them like the big 5.
Right.
Maybe a Scrappy cameo, I suppose.
Sure.
So maybe we'll give them 6. We're talking about Fred, I think it's Jones. Daphne, I'll go with Miller. You want to fact check me, buddy? I'm just making shit up.
Here, buddy. We got
Velma Dinkley?
Yes.
Dinklage?
We got Fred Jones.
Who?
Daphne Blake.
That was close.
Shaggy Rogers.
I was getting there. I would have got that one.
Sorry.
It's okay. Scooby-Doo.
Do you know his real name? Shaggy.
I've heard
Rogers'
this
real
before.
name. Shaggy's just a nickname, dude.
Yeah, I know. I've heard this before. Is it alliterative?
I'm living in a nightmare.
No, not at all.
What is it?
It's like nerdy. Like it's like
Cornelius or something?
something like that. Yeah, it's Norville.
I've heard that. I
Yeah.
forgot that.
And Velma Dinkley. You nailed it.
Dinkley. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Scooby Dooby Doo. Pretty sure on that. Fact check me.
His cousin Scrappy is also a Doo.
Right. Famous Doos.
Fod-Doo.
The Doos.
They're the Doo line.
The Doos, not the Who's. I mean, I'm sure you'll tell us, and I can edit this out if you'd like. What age range are you kind of going for here before we get started?
I mean, I'm veering towards younger, like college age. There's a few outliers. I have age discrepancies in here that I think I don't know. I think it skews it towards an adult demographic.
Right.
But they aren't 30-year-olds pretending to be. Some of them are, unfortunately, but they're not 40-year-olds pretending to be somebody they're not. At least
For
I
sure.
tried to steer somewhat young.
Sort of a Stranger Things vibe, if you will, where
sort of
for all ages.
Yeah, it's I'm really bad at that too because I just don't know a lot of the names of younger actors and stuff. Anyone under the age of like 25, I've probably seen them and stuff, but I don't really know them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's even one on here that like I know who this person is, but I did not know this name before casting them.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
That's fair. Fair enough.
You want me to just start with the leader of the pack?
So I have mine listed: Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, Scooby. But I didn't really even think of that until you just said that.
I listed it the same way.
Okay, I think that's the cast list, right? That's the call sheet order, I believe. So
yeah, probably.
So yeah, hit me with Fred Jones.
Okay, I want my Scooby movie to be funny. I liked Freddie Prinze Jr. in the movie as Fred back in the day. I thought he was pretty good.
Great.
I'm leaning towards more like that comedy, kind of goofy actor, but then he's gonna play the straight guy, kind of dumb, but kind of like Jason Segel. And This Is the End, like, I didn't eat all the cake.
Yeah,
kind of. That's kind of what I'm going for. My Fred is SNL alum Pete Davidson.
Your Fred, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's my Fred. He gonna play like straight guy, so it's gonna be funny to see Pete doing it.
Okay, some could argue that would be a Shaggy role, but I like
easy.
going against the typecast.
Cheap.
I really do.
Yeah, he's gonna play it like straight, and that'll make it funnier because it's Pete. So
okay, Pete Davidson, I like it.
I got Pete Davidson down right there. He already likes to dye his hair real blonde, anyways.
True. Wears
little scarves. Easy peasy, $1 million box gate breezy. $100 million. I'm like Dr. Evil. I don't know what money value is. For Daphne Blake.
Daphne Blake. Nailed it.
I'll go. Yeah. I'll go with Millie Bobby Brown for this one. I don't know. She has an orange hair look, or if they change it to Daphne doesn't have orange hair anymore.
Yeah. I think it works either way.
She's pretty young. I know Pete's a little old for it. I could sub in my backup Shaggy there, maybe, if we really wanted to go younger. But at that point, I'm just paying Netflix like to keep the same people there. So yeah, I don't have an age on Millie Bobby.
I think she's 20 years old.
Yeah, so that's more what I was thinking when I first put pen to pad on this.
Okay.
But, you know, I
like it though. She I'll say she came across my call sheet a couple times.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I like it. Plus Netflix tie-in.
Yeah, exactly. That's, you know, like I said, if I had to sub people out because Pete flakes on me to go on a Coke binge or something, I'd probably be paying more Netflix people. But we can get to that. That'll make sense maybe by the end.
Yeah.
For Velma, I did not know this actress's name, but I've seen her in several things. You might have seen her in things such as The Package or Blockers, or those are the two things I've seen her in. I know she's in like The Crazy Sex Life of College Girls or something like that. It's like a TV show on Max. She's like the main character on that. But
Hot.
this young lady's name is Geraldine Viswanathan.
Nice.
Apologies if that's not good pronunciation, but I think I nailed it. Yeah, couldn't give you much other work she's in. You got anything for me, Ro, to help?
No, I think you nailed like the top, you know, her IMDb like top 4, if you will. But yeah, she was great in Blockers, and I've like loved her in everything else I've seen her in. So, and I again came across my call sheet a lot too. Really hard not to choose her as well. But
I like her a lot as Velma. Yeah, she plays naturally like the smarter than you cool chick
for sure.
You know, it's kind of like, I would say that's her main like typecast,
right.
if you will. She's also, if you were just typecasting, I guess she's like she's Australian or something. Her top credited stuff here. She's in that show Miracle Workers with Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh yeah,
something called Drive Away Dolls, Blockers, Package, yeah, and then that one TV show. Those are kind of her big things that pop up. Cute chick.
I love it.
Super cute chick. So it won't be one of the. I liked how they did that. The last Velma, if you remember in the movie, she's real pretty.
Linda Cardellini, yeah.
Yeah, she's really pretty. So
gorgeous.
I like that Velma can be like smart and sexy.
Right, for sure.
My Velma's gonna be that.
I think so too. And like arguably the like chick you would choose before Daphne. But
yeah, a lot of people's. Okay, well, for Shaggy Rogers, I'm gonna give a debut. You know, some people want to just cast nothing but big stars for every single role. I'm not like that. I'm gonna give like a film debut, an acting debut to someone, and I'm going into the rap community.
Okay.
For mine,
Damn it!
I like Ludacris and the Fast and the Furiouses.
Whoa,
I
okay.
like stuff like that. Like,
right.
you never heard of them, and then you're like, oh snap, is that Joe Budden?
Yeah.
You know, whatever. So for the Shaggy role, I'm going with Corday.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna give Corday the Shaggy role.
I like
personal. He's got the hair.
Wow.
I don't know. I just think it could fit well. I don't know if he has any aspirations into acting. Seen him in a commercial before, a couple commercials.
He seems like a guy that could transition pretty well.
Yeah.
Great shout, Drew. And yeah, I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Let's just say, and but yeah, I love that choice, man.
Yeah. If he turns me down, or if Pete has the Coke binge and misses time, I have Joe Keery's name written down.
Okay.
To possibly fill in for he's more of a backup Shaggy if you just want a white Shaggy,
right,
or that kind of thing. But he could probably play Fred too.
Yeah.
But I have him more as a Shaggy role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's my Shaggy. I got Corday, formerly YBN Corday. I don't know what the last music he's made now. Maybe the thing with Anderson .Paak?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. It's been a little while. He needs to put some new music out. We like you, Corday.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, that's my Shags. And then for Scoobs, it's just a voice role for me, so I'm picking off voice alone. I don't know if you're doing any Andy Serkis type Golem shit over there.
I'm doing voice directly.
Yeah, I'm doing I'm gonna try to do like a real dog, and I want the little anime. I want some like look who's talking type of animation from my mouth. I'm not CGI.
Some strays.
Sure.
Stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like
what I'm talking.
They could do that, and I think it's safe to say, Drew. I don't know how you feel. Like, I don't mean to speak for you here. Obviously, I think everyone's first choice for this would be the OG guy's voice, who is currently, who still does it. Like
okay.
that's who I think, the most realistic choice people would choose, even, in Hollywood, I feel like they would try to honor it a little bit by having someone from the old one there. So yeah, just before, I think that's, yeah.
Well, not me, dog, because
Okay.
I'm staying with, I don't know if you've caught a pattern here at all. I got Millie Bobby Brown. I got Geraldine Viswanathan. I got SNL, blah, Netflix people.
Right.
Staying with the project. And I'm going to keep it just like that with my Scooby-Doo. And give it to one of the best goddamn comedians of all time. I'm talking about Hubie Halloween. I'm talking about 50 First Dates. I'm talking about the Sandman himself, Adam Sandler, for my Scooby-Doo.
Holy shit, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Really good shout, dude. Wow.
So, in my Netflix fam there, I've now included another big-time name to keep it all coming together.
Really good shout, Drew. I love that choice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Gosh, man, I'll be honest. Didn't even come across my mind. And it's a perfect casting.
Yeah,
Perfect
Sandler naturally has a Scooby-Doo type of vibe to him anyways.
Really
And he
good,
can do
dude.
all of it. Was that me?
No, that was...
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Silence in the studio, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah. I still haven't really figured out.
Any more brain busters?
Yeah, dude. Perfect casting. I love that, man. Love that.
Yes, sir.
And again, I kind of went with it as well, but keeping it in the Netflix family, I think is really smart.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a company man. Loyal. It's all about loyalty.
Well, buddy,
Bitch. Well, you want my Scrappy-Doo cameo or not?
I do, of course.
Well, let's go to one of the most recent Netflix productions. For my Scrappy-Doo, I'm taking the genius behind woke folk himself, Cat Williams.
Oh yeah, yes, points.
You don't even understand Scrappy, bitch.
We're getting fucked up.
The
Oh,
fuck
gee,
did you
what's
just say,
going on?
Scooby?
I'm tired of your presence. Dismissed.
Really good, dude.
So yeah, we got Fred as Pete Davidson. We got Daphne, Millie Bobby Brown. Velma, Geraldine Viswanathan. Shaggy being played by Corday.
Really
Scooby
good.
is Adam Sandler. And Scrappy-Doo cameo at the end is Cat Williams running in saying, I need a Scooby snack too. I don't know.
That's
Wow,
really good.
Cut that. Don't let my cat impression get out there. I need to rewatch that special and get my
Get
my
it
cat
down.
back. Get the cat back.
All right, brother. Let's move on over to mine then. What say you?
I say, I like to move it, move it.
All right. Drew, you're not gonna like me here because I kind of cheated.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I can guess yours because it's probably on an article on the front page of Google.
So I did a young and an old. I guess I'll just start with my young cast and work my way up. Went through a couple names here, but ended up landing on Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Whoa,
Are you familiar with?
it's not the tumor.
I'm not a pervert.
Who is his daddy
I need
and
to
what
speak to
does
my
he
wife.
Yes, the son of Arnold and Maria Shriver. I really first noticed the guy on the Gen V spinoff show from The Boys.
do?
Has a
The
little
boys.
bit of a starring role in that, and I think he would make for a fun Fred.
Nice. I didn't watch Gen V yet. I'll get around to it at some point, but
Yeah, he's
he's
really
a
good
good looking
in it.
dude. So
Really, really good in it.
good name, Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, right. He's a Kennedy, for Christ's sakes.
Right, it's
Kennedy and a
Shriver. Yeah.
Moving on to Daphne, though. A couple names. I ended up landing on Chloe Grace Moretz from Kick-Ass, from the Equalizer, and
Oh
a lot
yeah.
of famous stuff nowadays. I think she would kill it as Daphne. I'm obviously trying to lean comedy forward too, like you were saying. So, like she has shown in Kick-Ass, I think she can handle.
Yeah,
her
it's pretty
business.
good. She's definitely got the chops for it.
Right.
I like that one a lot actually.
Moving on to my next one. I think you nailed casting with this, if I do say so. So it was hard for me really to come up with another name besides her. I wanted to choose her, but it was really hard not to. But I ended up going with Karen Fukuhara from, the Suicide Squad, from The Boys as well.
Oh yeah, you guys, you're picking up the prime people today. You're signing
prime.
some new free agents.
I'm going prime indeed.
Some prime free agents possibly.
Again, I think she's adorable as like Kikiko or whatever.
Kyoko, I think. Kamiko. Dang it. I don't know. We watched Tokyo Vice and The Boys too close together. My Japanese names are off.
What the
Kyoko.
hell did you just say?
Kyoko, I think you nailed it there.
I think that's it.
But yeah, I think she would be a really fun and cute Velma.
I don't know how many words I've actually heard her speak. Because in The Boys, she doesn't start talking until a little bit, and then doesn't she like... spoiler alert to anyone watching. Skip forward 20 seconds. Doesn't she like take the shit to like suppress her powers in order to do that? And then like once she needs her powers back, she like can't talk again?
I
think she's got something like that going on.
So, yeah, but she did play the Katana, the comic book character, in both the bad Suicide Squad and the regular one. And she was probably killed off in the beginning. But moving on to my Shaggy, I am actually going with a rapper, too. I was nervous once you brought up rappers because I thought maybe you were going to steal mine, but I'm going a different route with this. I'm going back to Netflix here with Vince Staples, who has shown that he is killing it in the comedy game. Arguably up there with a lot of different names who've made that transition, but he's killed it on Abbott Elementary, and from what I've seen him so far.
Yeah, I like it. I like Vince Staples. His Abbott, like he showed a lot of charisma. Like he's smooth with it, and he doesn't seem like he's acting. He's just very smooth.
Not at all. Well, moving on to my Scooby-Doo. Speaking of dogs that can be annoying, I am sticking with Netflix here too. I am going with a voice. I don't know if he can do a Scooby, but it would be funny to hear. I'm going Nick Kroll. Scooby-Doo.
He does a lot of voice acting, so I'm sure he's...
Sorry.
No, I'm sure he's got like an impression of some sort already. Who hasn't tried to work on it if that's part of your game.
And in my head, it's not a traditional Scooby voice.
Sure.
It's kind of his flair on it.
New spin.
Yeah. And also, I think it would be a fun cameo if you are doing a younger version. Matthew Lillard has to play one of the unmasked villains, right?
It'd be cool.
Yeah, any of them. Freddie Prinze.
I was about to say, give all of them a little love.
Yeah, any cameo would be cool. Let's move on. They're getting old. Let's age them up a little bit. So in my head, this is my A casting. This is the series I'm making. This is the movie I'm making, and this is what I want it to be. I want them to be older, sort of. I wanted them to be like the Ghostbusters. I want them to, kind of be down on their luck, a startup business. True crime's hot right now. Maybe they even have a true crime podcast and like it's failing. Okay. And, some people can relate to. And just them trying to, in a world where ghosts are, I think, more and more not believable in a lot of ways. As they sort of were in 1984. But I think maybe even making it a true crime element with it, having comedy, would be fun. And again, strictly comedy here. I went through a couple names for the older Fred. Chris Evans, I think, would make a really fun Fred.
Okay, I like it.
I'm going like in the 40-year-old, late 30s-ish age range here. I think Chris Evans would be fun. Even I think Donald Glover would be a really cool choice as a updated Fred. Kind of like a Vince Staples sort of making a transition. He's shown he can do it. He just has that swagger about him, childish. He's always cool. And I think he could play an ambiguously gay character pretty well.
I got you.
But my choice that I landed on, who I'm casting, the auditions were tough, by God, but I'm picking to play Fred Jones, Anthony Mackie.
John Doe.
Yes, from lots of things, of course, but most recently of killing it over there on Peacock with the Twisted Metal show. Again, I think he has that like swagger again, but his is almost, you feel it's a false, like he's very insecure about himself, like thinking of roles he's put, like The Night Before, how he plays the, you know, star quarterback or whatever, star athlete, but is really insecure about getting older or whatever.
Yeah,
Anthony,
I see it.
Anthony Mackie would kill this.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm casting Falcon over Captain America.
Gotcha.
Keeping it in the MCU.
Of course.
Drew, for my
Feige
Daphne,
fan.
I am casting. For my Daphne, I am casting none other than Karen Gillian.
Gotcha. Redhead. Check.
Check. Yes, indeed. From your show, you like the NTSF SDU. Did
Close.
I nail that? Okay. Wow. And of course, she played in Guardians of the Galaxy, and she's hilarious. I think she would be amazing as a Daphne.
Daisy. Well, she's come just so far. Dancing on bars to just, she's about to be Daphne. Amazing.
Moving forward to my Velma.
I like Karen Gillan.
I do too. I love her to death, and I think she's extremely attractive.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone we've
Sorry.
tried, everyone we've
Awkward
cast
pause.
is extremely attractive.
True. Agreed. Moving on to Velma, though.
Pete
Pete.
Davidson.
I mean-
My guy. He's not
I think
unbelievably attractive.
I think historically the hottest women of all time disagree. So
There's something to it, but
going to Velma, I'm going to cast Jenny Slate.
I don't know who that is by name.
From yes, you do. Also, again, keeping it with Netflix a little bit here from my last one with Nick Kroll. Was on a voice of Big Mouth before she was replaced.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
She's in like
Zootopia.
Parks and Rec
Yep, Parks and Rec.
and tons of
What
stuff.
is she in Everything Everywhere? Oh, is she the voice of something and Everything Everywhere all at once?
No, she's the one who gets her nose broken when that lady just off and fucking decks her.
I remember that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. But I'm casting her as my nerdy Velma.
Okay. I don't hate it. I'd have to see it. I'd see it in full costume.
I went through a couple names here. Like I was thinking maybe even, again, I was very deep in the boys. Like when I was casting sort of the other names I use, I saw some other names that I thought would fit, but not quite well. I thought from Peacemaker, I thought Danielle Brooks would be a fun Velma.
Is that the like Hardigan?
no?
The blonde?
No.
Danielle Brooks from Peacemaker.
Leo. Oh, Adebayo.
Oh, okay.
Adebayo from I think she would be a fun Velma.
I gotcha.
It's going to be hard to get her now after being nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, right.
Awesomely, but and then like while I was over on the boys casting side, I thought the actress and her name is excuse me for not knowing it, but the actress that plays Victoria Newman, Congressman Newman.
I'm on my rewatch now, and I'm not that far yet. Is she like light skinned lady? Yeah, head
Yeah.
pop. Okay,
Yeah.
I was wondering if that. Yeah,
Head pop lady. I think she's a little bit not quite in my age range, but I think she would be a cool Velma as well. But I ended up and even I think they nailed it over there on HBO Max with Mindy Kaling. I think she would be an awesome Velma in live action.
Give me Kelly of 15 years
For
ago,
sure,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with you. But I don't find Mindy Kaling very like on that. I don't see much of her work, but that Velma was bad. The only episode I gave a chance. She was on an episode of It's Always Sunny a couple years back, and I guess she was kind of funny in it.
Her show was pretty big, The Project, Mindy Project.
Yeah, I've never given
Never
that
caught
a
it.
check. I did like Kelly on the show. Like
Right. Very funny.
If you had asked me 10 years ago, I'd say I think Mindy Kaling's really funny. Now
Really-
I'm like, I don't know.
Really talented writer too. So
Apparently.
you could have her in the writers' room, but I ended up going with Jenny Slate, another person you could easily slide into the writers' room. And punch up some
JS,
stuff.
the old J Slate.
Oh, moving on to these next two, I'm very excited. For Shaggy,
I'm gonna be Velma. I'm trying. She talks real funny on Parks and Rec, right? Sorry. Sidetrack.
for Shaggy, I'm
It wasn't me. Did you book Shaggy to play Shaggy? That's a pretty good move.
He has points.
We're gonna go in the back and eat some Scooby snacks.
I'm casting comedian star right now. Comedian star. He's huge. I kind of wanted to cast this role specifically as a stand-up comedian, but it's kind of hard fitting that stereotype of Shaggy kind of with a stand-up. The closest one I got was Theo Von. I think Theo Von would be a hilarious Shaggy.
It's not bad.
Just a lot of the crazy stuff he says, man. You don't even, just Zoinks, Jankies, Scoob. Making Shaggy Louisiana. What's a good Louisiana name instead of Norville that he could have?
I don't know. That's already kind of French, right? Like
Bord-
Norville.
Yeah, Bordeaux.
I don't know. Norville ain't bad for a southern. Like it kind of fits. I think it fits anyways.
So yeah, Theo Von, of course, famous now for his like funny tangents where he says stuff that doesn't really make sense but is also hilarious. I think that's literally what the character of Shaggy calls for.
Right.
So Theo Von. getting
Theo
cast.
Von.
Moving on.
Big name.
Big name.
Yeah, it would be a debut though.
For sure, yeah. And then I think this cast would play amazing with him. Like Anthony Mackie and Theo Von in a scene. You're telling me Anthony Mackie wouldn't love working with Theo Von. Moving on to Scooby-Doo. This one, honestly, was the very first, when this idea came into my head, this was the first thing I casted, and it was the first name that popped in my head. And I hope I nail the pronunciation of his last name. Playing Scooby-Doo, I'm casting Alan Tudyk.
Who dat?
From A Knight's Tale, from Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Real famous
Steve
voice
the
actor.
Pirate?
Steve the Pirate, yes, thank you.
Okay.
He's
Just open
real,
with that next time. I think that's what the people know him as.
I can't believe you didn't
Listeners
get
out there.
I said A Knight's Tale. I've never seen that movie. I
It
thought
led
you
me
would
down
know
the
that.
path.
Okay,
But
I
he's
think
like the third dude in that.
it's
So.
like his most famous role.
My first thought was Fred
Flintstone.
Flintstone, then my second thought was Joker.
Oh, okay.
So then I was like, wait, who else is in Knight's Tale? And then you got me with just the combo of all of them.
Yes, Resident Alien now.
I've seen a few episodes. It was okay.
And he's a real big voice over artist.
Give me his name one more time.
Alan Tudyk. I believe I'm nailing that right. That's really mean, and I thought you would pop really hard for Alan Tudyk as Scooby-Doo.
It's
that's
fun.
crazy
He's
to
a
me.
good voice.
That's crazy to me. The voice of
I like him. I just didn't know his name.
killing the voice of the robot from iRobot. Like, come on, dude. The guy's been
He's the
working
voice
forever.
of iRobot? I didn't know that.
Been killing it forever.
I never knew that.
And then, of course, dude, I got a couple cameos as well. Besides, I think it would be fun to have some of the old guys up here that were cast, although it would be weird, like sort of Spider-Man meme, maybe, like they see an alternate version of themselves. But actually, excuse me, I'm not quite finished casting. I guess this would be cameos, excuse me. As Scrappy-Doo, I am casting Danny DeVito. Just
Spin the
voice.
Lorax. I like it.
Just the voice. I don't want him to do an impression. I just want Danny DeVito's voice. I think a hilarious old man voice coming out of a little tiny puppy is hilarious.
It's pretty good.
As Old Man Withers, I'm casting Dave Attell. I think that would be fun. Yeah. But yeah, man. A couple names went around here, but it would be very exciting, and let's just say it'll be tough for Netflix to beat this casting.
Yeah, I agree.
Why don't you say we move on to the wrestlers then, dude?
Yeah, this was way less fun
Yeah.
to put together.
For sure, I agree.
Like, because it just, like, you're like, these people don't have The chops.
For the
Can't
rest,
play Shaggy.
I know. For this one, let's go back and forth. So you cast your Fred, I'll cast my Fred.
Alrighty. You want me to just start?
Just start it, buddy. Maybe a little bit of background. We're running on a little bit of time here.
Fred is charismatic, so I need charisma.
For sure.
He's tall, handsome, looks good all the time. So the only one man comes to mind, obviously, and that would be Trick Williams. So Trick Willie is playing Fred Jones for me.
Oh my God. Okay.
You see that coming?
Holy shit.
I thought that was going to be too obvious.
Hot, 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 hot.
Well, you got
Damn,
Cody.
son, where'd you find this?
Yeah,
I
Trick
need to look
Willie.
that trick. Drop.
Trick Freddy.
Trick Freddy. Trick Jones.
Yep.
I like Trick Jones a lot. Wow. Love that one. For me, I just went very stereotype here. Fred famous for wearing that ascot, right? Very fashionable.
Yeah.
The man Fred Jones is. Who is more fashionable than a model?
I don't know.
I'm talking the model, Rick Martel.
Ooh. Model Rick Martel. Damn. I mean, I'd love to see who else you're casting, because he gonna look crazy next to him.
Yes, he is indeed. But yeah, I'm choosing the hottest model of all, Rick Martel.
God!
That's good.
Let's see who you got as Daphne.
I stuck to all current, personally, right this second. Daphne is the only one I have 2 names written.
I did. I'll edit this. I did as well, and I noticed that, and I didn't like it, so I changed Cody from Fred.
I gotcha.
Okay, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If we were picking Daphne, like, cast, like, fan casting, it's probably Becky.
Right.
But I wasn't really feeling that. So I got Ariana Grace as my Daphne.
I like it.
So
Yeah.
Ariana Grace is going to be my, like, clueless, useless girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
What do you got for Daphne Blake?
For Daphne Blake, I have...
DB like me.
I mean, she's got legs, and she knows how to use them.
Is that a fact? She wears leggings. Like,
I'm not talking about Daphne here. I'm sorry. I'm talking about who I'm casting. I'm not attracted to Daphne Blake's legs. Although I would be if they casted Stacy Keebler.
Whoa.
It's Daphne Blake.
Hell yeah.
Give me some Keebler.
Is she still married to Clooney? Or
I
is that?
think so.
Were they ever? They were married, right?
They were
Not
together
just-
for sure.
I don't think they just dated. I think they married at one point. Because, like, I'm trying to think. Does she make money outside of wrestling at all?
I'm not sure. Maybe modeling a bit.
Or workout shit or something?
Yeah, they split after dating for 2 years.
Just dating. Okay.
yes.
Well, she's going to make a paycheck here, it looks like.
Well, the Duchess...
Netflix money.
Yeah, the Duchess of Dudleyville is playing Daphne Blake. Let's move on to Velma. I love mine. What you got?
Velma, I'm going with... kind of doesn't fit the mold, but it will when you see it come together. I got Tiffany Stratton playing my Velma.
What?
Yeah. Tiffany Stratton is going to be my Velma.
Okay.
Not feeling that one, huh?
I could see her as Daphne, but
You picked Rick Martel for something.
yeah,
so.
dude, the model.
The model.
I mean, I could see him in that bright ass orange ascot. For my Velma, I'm casting. She hurts most girls. Nia Jax.
Whoa.
It's my Velma.
Jinkies indeed.
And I think it would be fun. She could, yeah, she's a nerdy one, but she's also strong and badass. Yeah. Nia Jax.
Nice.
Oh, I'm excited for these next two.
Not bad, kid.
Who do you have as Shaggy?
I thought this was easy. Shaggy for me is Sami Zayn.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's really good.
He can play Shaggy perfectly.
That's really good, Drew.
So, yeah, I got it. Yes, points. It's Sammy Rogers.
Okay. For me, I went with maybe instead of, I mean, their famous Scooby-Doo is for the ZOINKS, for the Jinkies, you know, the one word ad libs.
Yeah.
You know what one fits perfectly with those? Yeet! I'm casting Jey Uso as Shaggy.
Hell yeah. I like it. Shags is Jey Uso, huh?
Yeet! Yeah.
He's so high energy, he's going to
Tone
have to
it
tone
down.
it down a bit.
Tone it down. Yeah, Shaggy's supposed to be a
He
stoner,
got
not a
to go back to
cokehead.
bloodline type energy.
For sure. All right, man. Scooby-Doo.
My Scooby-Doo is, hold on.
You're good.
I don't know how I was trying to come up with something for him. For Scooby-Doo, I felt like I needed to go big.
Okay.
So, feel the power of Big E as Scooby-Doo.
Big meaty man slapping me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I got
casting,
Big
Drew.
E there as my Scoobs.
For
What are
my-
you thinking for Scooby?
For my Scooby, I think you could easily play Shaggy as well. So maybe they're, save a little bit and cast them as both. But for Scooby-Doo, I have R-Truth.
Truth, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
He'd be a funny Scooby.
I think it would be a funny Shaggy too, but I think Jey Uso clips him out a little bit for me. But
Hell yeah.
yeah, R-Truth. What's up?
What's up?
As Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Man, we got kicked out of the Ghostbusters.
Oh.
He wouldn't even know what movie he's in. Man, I thought we rode around in the station wagon. What is this van?
Holy shit. Oh, man. We just got to end it on that.
When did we get this paint job? Flowers?
R-Truth, I can hear. We're getting kicked out of the Ghostbusters. That's so funny. Yes, Drew. Why don't you say we do some plugs and get up on out of here?
Well, I got Scrappy
Oh,
for wrestling.
shit.
I picked one. No big deal.
Oh, yes. But before we leave, let's hear what you got of Scrappy.
Scrappy-Doo wrestling version. I'm going with Pat McAfee.
Okay.
Right to the face. He took it, Scooby. He hit him in the face.
Right to the mouth.
Oh, dude, that's really funny. For my Scrappy, I'm actually gonna stick to commentators as well. I'm gonna cast Booker T as Scrappy.
Oh, yeah, man.
Scooby, tell me he didn't just say that.
He didn't just say that.
Hell no. Hell no.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, dude, what a great.
And he could go, that's Fred. When he pitches the trick.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, Fred.
Hell no.
Oh, yeah, Fred.
Oh, dude, what a great app. Let's go ahead and get up on out of here. Let's do some plugs real quick. Yeah.
Whoop that ghost. Whoop that ghost. I'm sorry. Let's plug
Let's do it. Alrighty. Well, yes, wherever you are listening to us right now, please make sure that you are following us, whether that be on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It helps us out tremendously over here. So please make sure you're doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you. And another really easy thing to do just on those podcast platforms, if you will, Drew, is just to leave us a comment or a review. 5 stars. Like your boy, Rob Van Dam. Give us 5 stars.
It's very helpful. Very appreciated.
Yeah, it's awesome. It helps us out a bunch, and it makes us feel good. If you want to stay up to date on when episodes are coming out, make sure that you are following us on Instagram. That is at Look at This Pod. Whenever episodes come out, you get, clips from all the episodes when they do come out. And, again, you're helping us grow on all the social media platforms, so we appreciate it. Another social media platform that we are on is YouTube,
Oh, yeah.
where you can find the full episodes are available right there. All of them go immediately up on there, and clips as well. So even if you're not a YouTube person, make sure that you're
Follow us
subscribed.
anyways.
Yeah,
It's a
subscribe.
good time.
Subscribe, like, all that good stuff, right? Right? I don't even
Guys
know.
like us just don't follow the fucking sky, you know?
If you want to directly support this podcast, keep the lights on. If you want to be a Kevin Feige, to our Thor and Captain America, if you will. Go over to Patreon, where for only $2 a month you get a bonus episode.
$2
and behind the scenes content that no one else get. You're a looker, you're our boss, you're our producer, you're our Kevin Feige. You're all that good stuff. For only $2 a month, please join us over there. We're trying to get that up and running and going and growing. I think that's it.
It just keeps growing and growing.
Because we are, look at this podcast is
one of the only professional wrestling podcasts that's actually worth a fuck.
Thank you, Maxwell. Yeah, Drews.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking ball.
I love it.
Anything else you want to say, Drucifer, before we get up on out of here?
Not much else for the people. Appreciate the listen. Whoop that ghost. And Sarate.
Sarate.
Oh.
You like that, baby? Let him know where I came from, yeah! Goodbye.